Hello students, today we are going to perform the practical to determine the chemical oxygen demand in water samples. Chemical oxygen demand is the measure of the oxygen produced in both organic and inorganic compounds in water samples. This test is very important for the assessment of the drinking water quality and for the selection and designing of a wastewater treatment method. So in this test we will measure the amount of oxygen in milligrams per liter. In this test we actually measure the oxygen levels required for the oxidization of the organic compounds, and for the purpose of the oxygen source we will use potassium dichromate, and the other chemicals such as mercuric sulfate will be used to initiate and to regulate the oxidation process. In this practical, the chemicals required are potassium dichromate, sulfuric acid, mercuric sulfate, ferrous ammonium sulfate, and ferroin indicator. So we have prepared the reagents, and that it is the standard potassium dichromate digestion in solution and sulfuric acid reagent, whereas we have also prepared the standard ferrous ammonium sulfate titrant. We will use the already prepared ferroin indicator for this purpose. So in the first step we have to prepare the solution for the digestion. In today's practical we will use a blank sample and a sample of the municipal wastewater. So for this purpose we will add 1.5 ml of standard potassium dichromate digestion solution. We will measure it through pipette. This pipette is adjusted to 1 ml. So we will add 1 ml of potassium dichromate solution, and we actually need 1.5 ml, so we will reset it to 500. Okay, so now the 500 ml more. Add this in both the samples, so that will be save our time. So then we will add 3.5 ml of sulfuric acid reagent. 3.5 ml. We will rinse the cap first. So it will give us such greenish kind of color. So we will add sulfuric acid reagent in the control sample, also the blank that we are going to run. Okay. Now we are going to add the sample of this wastewater. This is the municipal wastewater that we have collected. So we will add 2.5 ml of this water. We have to take this in some beaker first of glass. So we will add this in only one sample, and the other sample will be blank, and we will add distilled water in that one. We have to add 2.5 ml. This is very hot actually right now, so avoid touching this area. The fumes are coming out. We will cap it tightly and we will mix the contents thoroughly. In the blank sample, we will add the distilled water of the same quantity that we have used of the wastewater in the other sample, that is 2.5 ml. I always forget to open the lid first. Our samples for the digestion are ready. So in the digestion process we can use COD reactor also, but today we are going to perform this on the hot plate, and we have to heat them at 150 degrees centigrade for 2 hours of time. So we have placed both the samples on the hot plate and we will heat them at 150 degrees centigrade for 2 hours, and we have placed them in the distilled water so that the heat is uniformly transferred to the samples. One is the blank and one is the sample with the municipal wastewater, and here we can see this is the temperature at 150 degrees centigrade, and we will heat them for 2 hours. Now we have heated them at 150 degrees centigrade for 2 hours, and now we will shift the sample into the beaker and we will do the titration process. So in the burette we have already put ferrous aluminum sulfate solution, that is FAS solution. So now we will put the content of the vial into the beaker. I can see the fumes coming out of the beaker, so that is because of the sulfuric acid in it. And now we will drop. We have to note the initial value. Right now it is at 5. Okay. Now we will pour the solution into the vial contents drop by drop. And we will okay, so now we have poured the content of the vial inside the beaker, and we are pouring the ferrous aluminum sulfate solution from the burette. So here is the final volume, and we have stopped the burette, and we will note down the final volume, that is 16.5. so we will note down the final volume in our notebook now. So once we have done our sample, then we will run the blank. We have used distilled water in it, so we will pour it in the beaker. And then we will see the initial volume, that is at 16.5. We will turn on the stirrer and we will start pouring the ferrous aluminum sulfate solution drop by drop. And now we will wait for the end point. So we have reached to the end point of the experiment, and now we will record the final volume, and we can see the final volume here is 29. So we will note the final volume in our notebook, and then we will do the calculations. So here are the calculations for the chemical oxygen demand. As we have seen that the initial value of the sample was 5 ml and the final volume was 16.5. So the total volume used was 11.5. Whereas in case of blank, the initial volume was 16.5 and the final volume was 29. So the volume used was 12.5. So the formula to determine the chemical oxygen demand in mg per liter is A minus B, where A is the volume used in blank and B is the volume used in sample, into N. N is the standardization factor of ferrous aluminum sulfide, and into 8000 divided by volume of sample. So when we put the values, the volume used of blank was 12.5, whereas the volume used in sample was 11.5, and we will multiply it with 0.08, which is the standardization of FAS, and we will multiply it with 8000 divided by 2.5. So we will get the value according to our calculations is 256 mg per liter. So this is the value of COD in mg per liter.